Hi magnificent souls, this is going to be your what you need to know video series, and this is going to be for individual signs. I've already posted the what you need to knows by element, and I already posted water, air, fire, and earth, and those are going to cover the mid-month energies. But this is going to be an individual message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, what you need to know, and it's going to kind of be predominantly about your person and this connection. Also advice of what you need to know, and this is going to be the most important information. Okay, and this is just the purpose of this type of reading is to kind of give you an understanding of why something's happening or what your person's thinking, what their thought process is, and it may reveal why there's a delay. Okay, so let's see what your three messages are. I've already pre-shuffled all the cards. You might get 3 or 4 messages, so that this one wanted to come out. We have the Heal card in reverse. Everybody has gotten the Star card, either upright or reverse. We have Simply Love, 6 of Cups in reverse. And we have the Devil in the upright, and then we have Open Up. Someone is afraid of opening up. So it looks like in the past, okay, hold on. So far I'm seeing Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, and Taurus here. Okay. Well, so we definitely see this energy of someone losing faith, okay, in a relationship, in a connection, or there was a very unstable connection because somebody was there was some bad behavior. So basically somebody was acting in a very selfish manner, pretty much doing what was more beneficial to them. With this Heal card, Star card in reverse, is a relationship constantly was going through cycles of the same problems or incompatibilities, issues, because somebody refused to see their intuition, to pay attention to their intuition. It feels like somebody was more in this cloud, the head in the clouds type of energy. And this could be that somebody was wishful thinking, or somebody was in some sort of illusion or fantasy. Maybe thinking that something was their dream come true, thinking that something was what they really wanted, but it wasn't. I'm also seeing that they rejected another person because of this idealism, and they're regretting that. Someone's regretting the way they treated you in the past. I'm doing this a little different for you guys. Let me see. Heal and Love. Yeah, my life is not together as it seems, and I regret lying to you. Exactly what I was picking up. I'm trying to articulate it. It's like somebody felt that somebody else was their person, period. Like there was a faded connection. You met someone. They either felt that you were their person, or they were convinced that you weren't their person for whatever reason. But after the fact, after they have broken this connection with you, after they have treated you in some sort of I'm wanting to use the word negative. I want to use the word we would say unfair, but I can't even use the word unfair because there is an acknowledgement of someone was very clear about this connection and what this connection was, but there was this idealism, there was this fantasy, or someone had this expectation, but it wasn't rooted in anything realistic. So it's like dating the married man and expecting him to leave his wife to be with you, or dating the married woman and expecting her to leave her husband to be with you. That's not really ideal, right? It can happen, right? It has happened, but realistically, somebody was honest, right, and made it clear that they were in another relationship. But the other person had this expectation, right? But it feels like this person that you were dealing with, who is in this energy of regret, they had this false belief as well, but it was for somebody else. Either they were in this, they had this false belief that they had to stay in another relationship, or they had this false belief that they didn't want a relationship. There's some sort of false belief, and it is an illusion. But they're having this epiphany after making some sort of decision, after choosing somebody else, because I'm looking at the subconscious as a bad decision. There's an acknowledgement here that someone made a bad decision. If it's you were lying to yourself. You thought that a situation was going to be more. You thought a person was going to give you more, but they didn't. And there's a clarity about this. But this feels like it's somebody else as well, feeling regretful because they know that they made a bad decision to reject you. Whether it be because they were in another relationship or they just rejected you for whatever reason. It could just be because they didn't want to be in an old relationship. They just wanted to have fun. But their life is not together after making this decision. They're having this realization that they're needing a lot of healing after the separation. They have been in a space of feeling very difficult emotions. But what that started, this is the universe. You know, this is a major arcana. And the reason why I'm looking at this as very important here is because we have the Star and the Lovers, two major arcana cards. So this means the universe was heavily influencing this particular lesson. Somebody needed to connect to somebody special, someone that would serve as a catalyst to spark some sort of change. And this change definitely came in with a rejection. And it did have to do with someone that you had many lives with, a past life soulmate. Again, rejection twice. So the universe is saying that there was this strong wound of rejection. And you had to be rejected to open that wound in order to realize why this energy, this imprint has, or how it has been affecting you. Because the underlying reason is for someone to let it go, okay, or let go of something, to move on from something, an old cycle, and to take a new, take on a new path towards new opportunities. Or this was an opportunity for someone to free themselves, have a breakthrough, okay. So you met this person, or you're having some sort of epiphany about your person, about why the relationship didn't work out or why it's not working out. Tell me about simply love. True love, yeah. 6 of Cups, past life soulmate. There's a past person who is highly influential here. Highly influential. You definitely feel a past life connection. You definitely feel like you known this person. You felt it instantaneously when you met this person. But again, there's a lot of major arcanas. With the Emperor reverse, there's this obstacle or limitation here. The universe is saying it's the mind, but I'm sensing more than the mind. I'm sensing the 4 in the tarot usually talks about stability, but in the reverse it would be the shadow side, which would be stubbornness, rigidness, stagnancy, stalemate energy. Sometimes you can look at the Emperor, right, because it's a very masculine energy, as a weakness, or the shadow side of the Emperor would be somebody that was very controlling. I don't see that. I see this more as someone needing to take control of a situation or their thoughts and allowing their hearts to guide them towards their destiny, their destined path. Or someone is realizing why something didn't work. They're seeing the purpose behind it. And what they're seeing is that it lacked stability. It lacked, why do I hear continuity? What is that word about? Continuity. A very interesting word. I mean, it fits because this is about someone expecting something to continue, something to be unbroken, something to be stable, but it isn't. And this person is wanting it to be stable, so they've convinced themselves, okay, this is going to work. I can make this work, or this is going to last forever. It's not. It's very unstable. This person, or this could be an expectation that this person's going to give me a commitment, that one day this is going to be more than what this is. No. No. We have toxicity here. This could be a controlling partner that someone was connecting to. A toxic thought process. Someone may have believed something that wasn't true about a partner, put someone on a pedestal that didn't deserve to be on a pedestal. A relationship was very unstable, or a connection was very unstable because it was rooted in something very obsessive, or very physical, or very surface level. The language I'm using today is very interesting in all the readings that I've been, all the other readings that I've done today. I did Aries and Taurus. And the language that I've been using, I'm channeling, have been very interesting. Again, the obstacle is that there is something from this person's past that they have to release, but there was an unwillingness to release it. It's a rigid type of thought process. They did not want to give it up because it gave them some sort of sense of control. Master. Clarifying a master card, which is the devil, Jupiter. But this is the universe trying to get this person to expand, awaken to a different set of beliefs, a different ideology when it comes to relationships. So if this person's ideology of a relationship, if their ideology was based off of some sort of negative patterning or conditioning, what it would look like is somebody that's in a relationship and they're in this relationship because of societal conditions, like I have to be with this particular person because this person is of this particular stature, or this person has this type of reputation, or because this person is a provider. Somehow they make me feel stable. Or it could even be, I didn't have a father growing up, and I don't want to be without a father. I don't want my family unit to be without a father figure. So this person is a father figure, even though this person could be overly controlling, or this could be a masculine that doesn't want to leave a relationship because he feels that it has some sort of obligation to it. But even with this sense of obligation, this masculine is in this toxic energy. Tell me about toxicity. Yeah, needing to do things differently. This was the mission. Teaching this person new ways of doing things, a new thought process, a new patterning, a new cycle. Show me. And this is from your person's point of view, your person's perspective. Tell me about toxicity. Yeah, see, I lost myself for a little while. I want you. I wish I would have treated you better. Yeah. So it's so interesting because it's like they're realizing that they sabotaged the situation. And at first they couldn't see it that way. At first they were projecting. They were pointing blame on other people possibly, or they were so used to being a certain way that they couldn't see their own toxic behavior and how that sabotaged something that did come in and that felt like a true love connection, a divine connection. If you're married, this would be this person realizing that they took you for granted because they were so obsessed with control. What's the Six of Wands? Feminine. Victory. They want to come in and they want recognition. or they're recognizing that you were part of their healing process. Yeah. And that you have somehow awakened their heart. You have kind of permeated their... See, you see how this devil has his heart in the cage? You got to it, even though they try to hide it from you. They had this persona. They had this persona of being in control, being, popular, or being of some sort of stature. Or they put themselves on some sort of pedestal, and gave them a sense of, oh God, I don't even know what word to use. Importance that they didn't deserve. It was very haughty, very egotistical, very prideful energy. So you were able to kind of permeate this persona and found their vulnerability, and they didn't like this. Because of this, because they're having this epiphany, or they're having this clarity about their own behavior, they're wanting to complete a cycle of being toxic, of being in the devil energy. They're wanting to master themselves. They're wanting to have victory in love, or they want to have control over your heart. I don't want to say control, but I do feel like this desire to have you. I don't want to say that they want to own you or possess you, because the devil would imply that, but I see it more as ambition. I see it more as a desire to be able to be successful at winning back your heart. We have divine intervention, though. The devil's still here, and the devil has to be removed. And the devil could be their thoughts. It could be other people. See, this is your energetic match, mutual symbiotic. The devil is a recognition of the shadow, the things that we pursue but that we don't need, or that are not good for us. So this person is realizing that I have to stop doing something that's not good for me anymore, in order for them to have this mutual symbiotic and synergistic relationship, which is someone who vibrationally matches me, someone who mutually wants the same things as me. This could be them dealing with people that were energetically matching their devil behavior. People that they thought were more compatible because they were just like them. They were just as toxic as them. But there is this realization that, no, that doesn't work for me anymore. Because the universe is showing them, putting a mirror up to them to show them, okay, the more toxic you are, the more you attract this energy, and it is not going to bring in any fulfillment. So they're needing to move on from that. They're needing to move into a higher resonance, a higher vibration. The problem is that they deep down, even though they had this persona of being macho or being unbothered or unaffected or unmovable, impenetrable, deep down, this person was weak as fuck. I'm sorry, I don't even know how to say it. They were weak. We have separation or longing for you. So you pulled away. You are at a distance, feminine. Tell me about the feminine energy with the Six of Wands. They want some sort of recognition. They want you to see them. You're ignoring them. Yeah, see, they want you. You're their wish fulfillment. But you may be ignoring this person, and this is triggering this person a lot. They're not used to being ignored. They're used to having a bunch of bitches around them. Sorry, you guys. But they're realizing they need to let go of those other people or this devil behavior. So we have letting go, change, time to move forward, risks or opportunities. The devil energy is also unresolved wounds and karmic patterns. And also the fact that they have been betrayed, or they've betrayed you. Trust is part of your journey. Understanding that through this pain, this is teaching you and others to love more deeply. If you have moved away, traveled away, this has affected them tremendously. And because it's moving them to want to change, it's creating enough momentum within them. And this is why I said that you guys were a catalyst, or even them being a catalyst to your own spiritual growth. You're triggering this person's healing process, which is very beautiful and very impactful. They need this in order for them to be able to transition out of this old cycle of doing things a certain way, or being a certain way, or acting a certain way even, or thinking a certain way, right? Being with certain people. Tell me about this new beginning with the higher self and lack card. We will be together again. I can't stop thinking about you. They want to share their good news, and this is a the news is that they're realizing, like, I can't do no better than Gemini. You know what I mean? Or this Gemini is feeling this way about you. I can't do no better. Yeah, and this is why this person is saying, I lost myself. They're finding themselves again, and they regret the way they behave. They regret taking you for granted. They regret cheating on you. They regret lying to you, or just not treating you in a way that you deserve to be treated. Ooh, look at the bottom of the deck, people. I wish I would have treated you better. Exactly. So let's talk about open up. So this person wants to open up now. They want to stop acting so hard. They want to become soft. They want to become pliable. They want to adapt and be a little bit more flexible so that they can become a mutual partner. They can become a vibrational match to you. They see you as their compatible partner, the person that makes sense, or the person that really, it's like I'm seeing a mutation. And it's like when you take mutation, meaning change, okay? I'm telling you the words the language that is being channeled. I'm sorry, this is just the way it's coming out. I can simplify it by saying that the mutation, right, or the transfiguration is them accepting the fact that they need to become a different version of themselves. The version of themselves that they were so comfortable in being. They're realizing that if they stay that way, they're going to continue to attract a certain type of person, a certain events or circumstances that are unfavorable, or that this person is tired, getting bored with, or getting tired of. So they understand that they need to change. And part of this change requires them to let go of something, or to open up, to reveal their secrets even. So with that being said, this person wants another chance to make things right, a desire. And I talked about the desire to do things better, being a better version of themselves. They're being inspired to become better, because they before they were a follower, but they're changing into a leader. And the way they're becoming better is not based on what they see externally to them, or what they feel they're expected to do. It's based off of the results of consequences, the results or consequences of their prior actions. So they're realizing that I have to change the way I act so that I can get a different result. I have to change the type of people I date. I have to change the way I think. New patterns. See, do things differently. I got to do something different. And part of this requires them to be vulnerable to this change, to be pliable, like not rigid, not so hard, not so impenetrable or immovable, but a little bit more flexible. I keep seeing a flexi rod, like a rod, right? And it's like, imagine this rod, but you can't bend it, right? But flexi rods, you can bend them and move them around. And that's what the universe is doing. It's like molding clay. I'm sorry. Okay, let's, I hope that makes sense. Darkest fear. So we see attract. Someone needs to realize, they're realizing that they're attracting all the wrong type of people. All the wrong type, that whatever they're manifesting is based off of their action, their beliefs, their thoughts, their words. So they don't want to do that anymore. They want better for themselves. They want better for this relationship they have with you. If this relationship has been stale, It's because their thoughts have been preventing them from being able to see the truth. And the truth is that this person is scared. They didn't want you to know that. They didn't want to show their weakness. Okay. And part of their weakness was the need to be validated through sexual partners. They're overcoming that. They don't want that anymore. They want true love. Okay. So let's look at your love oracle messages. Lovers oracle messages. We have the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Yeah, they don't want the past. So if they were dealing with other women, other men or people, or they just had an experience that was unfavorable, dissatisfactory, they don't want to go through that again. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only with being true to yourself. They're being true to themselves. They're allowing themselves to emerge from behind the veil, behind this mask that they've been wearing for a very long time. So they need to be true with you, with their true feelings. We have balance at the bottom. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenge. So that's what I talk about, being pliable. This is about them being flexible, them not being as rigid or as controlling, but being able to adapt, to meet your needs, to meet a certain standard, to make this work with you. One more. This is interesting. Sacred union, yeah. So they do realize that this is a sacred union and that this union is wish fulfillment for them. Beautiful. So let's get a few messages from your person to end this reading off. I hope this made sense. If it did, please leave me a message. Please leave me a comment. Like the video. Please subscribe if it has brought you some clarity. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. We both know I'm not the one for you. This is so interesting. I'm happy that it ended up with this. I know I crossed the line. This is the devil energy, or this is the fear, right? Overcoming the fear, trying to avoid, trying to evade, because the reality is this person doesn't feel good enough. Okay, because of the fact, because of their past behaviors. Okay, or they're releasing something that doesn't serve them anymore, in order for them to come in and be able to be the better version of themselves for you and for this relationship to work. So we have I love you unconditionally. With all that being said, I never showed you guys or talked about the overall energy, but the overall energy is about someone taking the lead and doing what's right. One more for take the lead. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Yeah. So they're about to make some sort of action. There is a little bit of a waiting period, or a little bit of patience, because this person is going through the process of becoming a different version of themselves, shedding old skin, breaking free of limitations, or breaking free of other people's opinions, breaking free of another relationship. They keep things very surface level on purpose, because that's how they stay in control, on top of the situation, and therefore they always stay in a position of them feeling like they're winning, right? Even if they're not really winning, but this is their perception. I have to stay one step ahead, two steps ahead, to protect myself. They fear their excuse is they're protecting themselves, but they're getting a realization that they're hindering themselves. If they stay in this devil behavior, or they stay in this toxic relationship, or they stay around these toxic people, they're only hindering their growth and success. But they're learning. Okay, the mission is for them to learn, align, demonstrate, and express values and belief you have learned about love, and be open to new ways. The results are healing and expansive. And we have divine feminine. Yeah, a little bit of a wait for this new beginning, a little bit of a detour for this new beginning to take place. Some of you guys, this is you needing to break free of a toxic relationship, to let go of somebody, in order for you to have a new beginning in love, or to find a more compatible partner. Some of you guys are afraid of letting go of something because you're not wanting to be on your own, or because you didn't want this to fail. But sometimes the failure of something is inevitable in order for you to restructure, replan, and start over again. Starting over could be you being open to something new, meeting new people that are more in alignment, meeting compatible partners, or a compatible partner. All right. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.